Real quick before we get started, shout out to the homie No Luck. He's in the coffee shop, of course. Make sure to go check out all the coffee shop members' links in the description and check out No Luck. He's literally one away from 700 subs right now. He just dropped a collab with Seth the Programmer. Definitely go check the homie out. Let's get him to 1,000 subs. But anyways, talking about this video, I just dropped a jobber video on Vegeta. Didn't even want to do that. It was paid for. But there was so much support for Vegeta in general, we had to get it back with the Goon video, plus someone obviously purchased a Vegeta Goon video. Now, if you want to purchase a Goon video or a Jobber video, add me on Discord, join the Discord. Prices will be on screen. But if you use when you DM me, if you use the promo code Yancey, of course for the gang, you know the vibes, I will give you 20% off of option 1. So if you get option 1, 20% off using the code Yancey. But getting back to this, of course, we got to talk about Vegeta and all the wild shit he's done over the years to earn the reputation of a goon. Let me set the like goal. If you want Vegeta return for a part 2, 1,000 likes. If you want another Goon Jobber video, obviously I have several on the way from purchased videos, so that's going to be a thing. But yeah, 1,000 likes if you want Vegeta to come back. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and go over some of his funniest Goon moments, and then I'll use my Goon formula at the end to figure out what tier he is between tiers 1 and 4. So, number 1, we're going to talk about the fact that before Vegeta was even like worth giving a shit about, and I mean that in terms of power scaling, so like literally off rip when we see him, the boy was already a galactic menace. Like, Vegeta was known for literally going around to different star systems and beating the shit out of people and entire cultures. Like, he was one of the main ones to do that. So he was already considered a galactic goon before we even got a taste of what he actually brought to the table in terms of doing gangster shit. Now, for number 2, he makes sure. So the one thing, and if you go check out the jobber video, I explain why he's only a tier 1 jobber, right? If you're not a mainline talent, if you're not a big dog, Vegeta is going to shit on you. And we first got a taste of this. Pause. That's kind of weird. When he basically was like, yo, he pulled up. Raditz had already gotten bossed up on because Raditz is a jobber. And he was like, don't compare me to Raditz, bitch. That's not accurate. Like, don't put us in the same tax bracket, because we're not, for real. Like, and if you do that, I'll kill you. Like, type shit. Like, he made sure we understood there's levels to this shit, and Raditz was not his level. Next, probably his funniest Goon moment to me, because this is what I remember him for as a kid. So, Vegeta's boy Nappa, right? Sucked. I'm gonna be honest. Nappa was beating up some of the main characters, but they weren't big dogs, okay? They go on to be characters we don't expect shit from, let's be honest. So, but when Goku pulled up, right, the vibe was different. When I talk about the bag was fumbled in one of the most spectacular fashions from Nappa, he just started getting styled on instantly from Goku. Shit was so bad that he folded Nappa. Vegeta folded Nappa for misrepresenting the brand. Oh my god, it was hilarious. But yeah, he literally kills him for making Vegeta look bad. Goon shit. Next, basically just the idea he tries to wet up Earth because Goku's set tripping. So literally, that's not an exaggeration. If you don't know, Saiyans are a dominant culture. Saiyans are meant to go around to the stars and dominate. They're like Viltrumites. Shout out my boy Chuck. He made a video comparing these two. But anyways, when you look at this, what the goal is to be for a Saiyan, the reason Goku never went that route is when he landed on Earth as a baby, he hit his head. And it messed up that like part of him that wants to dominate the cultures he joins and shit like that. So he is set tripping, just not on purpose. But when Vegeta gets there and sees he's not representing the brand, not only does he want to fade Goku in, he ends up just wanting to wipe everyone out. Like, fuck your whole team. You disrespected the Saiyan race. Bro, when you want to talk about a character that will literally die for his shit, like die for the jersey on his back, it's for sure Vegeta. He's Team Saiyan all the way. Next, Vegeta refuses to put over Kiwi. I was pissed because, or it's not pronounced Kiwi, but look, bitches, it's spelled Kiwi, so I pronounced it that way. This is America. So Kiwi, right? Or Kiwi, I think that's how you're supposed to call it. Some shit. He used to be, I guess, like, somewhat of a power rival to Vegeta, right? So next time he pulls up on Vegeta, he's like under the impression they scale. Vegeta at this point knows how to suppress his power so that you don't get the drop on him. You know, he can get the drop on you. And Cui pulls up, however you want to say it, and is like, yo, Vegeta, run the fucking hands. Like, we used to be rivals. Let's run that shit back. I bet I'm better than you now. And Vegeta said, yo, new patch to the game, bitch. And just styles on him instantly. Horrible L for my dog, Kiwi. He did him dirty. Refused to put over a B-list. Vegeta is known for that. Don't be a B-lister pulling up for clout. Vegeta will kill you. Next, we have to talk about the time he absolutely shit on Android 19. Look, this was just like basically the accumulation of the frustration of Vegeta being always a main talent enhancer. Like, he always puts over Goku, right? He always, when the big dogs show up, he puts over Goku for Goku to get the W for the squad. Sick of that shit. Totally get why he is, right? He got the chance to take that shit out on Android 19, apparently. Don't at me. I'm pretty sure that's why Vegeta styled on him. He's just sick of playing second fiddle, right? When I talk about he beat the shit out of Android 19, I'm talking about, like, put his feet on his face and was basically yanking his arms off, going, fight back, bitch, like, just clowning him. And I was like, oh my god. See, that's why Vegeta fans, like, hit the like button if you're a Vegeta fan. I'm actually a Vegeta fan. Vegeta fans get pissed at how he's treated because he's a goon. Like, he's supposed to, like, just slide on people and ruin their careers, but he never gets that big moment, which is whack. Next, he does not allow Captain Ginyu to evolve past a meme. What I mean by this is, like, Vegeta was beefing with Captain Ginyu, and Captain Ginyu's a B-list villain, right? He does do some hood rat shit with his squad throughout time, right? Vegeta's not having it, though. Vegeta beat the shit out of him. Vegeta was like, look, bro, if you're not headlining the event, fuck out of my face. And just pieces him up. Yeah, like, Vegeta's not putting a meme over. It's just not happening. This is a funny moment with context to their history. So if you didn't know, Vegeta actually back in the day helped put over Frieza. Literally cut a promo for him verbally. Just talked about it in the Jobber video for Vegeta. So Frieza was the big dog to Vegeta back in the day, right? Well, in Super, they run into each other again. This time, obviously, Golden Frieza has to be resurrected, brought back to help with the team, all that shit. And Vegeta runs into Golden Frieza before they're officially teammates, right? Look, Vegeta saw him and said, this shit is not sweet anymore, my boy. Run them fucking pockets. And starts beating the shit out of Golden Frieza. Like, in fact, pretty sure he would have killed the boy if plot was not a factor. Like, Goku obviously steps in, steals shine, all that shit. But Vegeta was with it and was like, yo, you can definitely receive these hands right now, Golden Frieza. And he would have done him dirty if he was allowed. Next, we got to give him respect for this. He did try to spin the block for his girl, even though he knew it was an L. So what happened was Beerus saw his girl. His girl didn't do enough, right? She just didn't make a play. Not a good enough play for Beerus, anyway. Rocks her, right? Just rocks her. Beerus does not give a shit about getting canceled. Like, he's going to rock you no matter what gender you are, right? And Vegeta saw this. At this point, kind of knows he's dealing with, like, a god, obviously. Like, god of destruction. Like, this shit's bad. Still, like, bro, you don't touch my chick. And loses his mind and tries to maul Beerus. Of course, doesn't win. But I respect the fact that he pulled up regardless, because sometimes that's all you can do as a goon. You can just pull up and handle your business, win or lose. That's what Vegeta did, so I am going to show a little bit of respect to that moment. Next, the time he tried to turn up by himself by literally adding a new moon to the equation. So he was fighting Goku, And Vegeta at this point, you know, this is Z, realizes there's plot armor involved. He's like, oh shit, this boy Goku is literally fucking keeping up with me for no reason. He has no business, doesn't make sense, but guess what, he is, because it's a story. So he's fighting, he's like, I gotta get around this plot armor somehow. And is gonna turn into an ape, right? But Moon's missing. Why? Piccolo blew it up, training Gohan. And so Vegeta can't really turn up the way he wants to. They're trying to, you know, rain on his parade. They're not letting him drip hard enough. And he was not having that shit. Randomly makes a fucking artificial moon. He's like, yo, I know how to make a moon. I was like, what the fuck? But Vegeta, yeah, Vegeta can like make artificial like moons if he needs to. Throws one up just to while out. Allow him to while out on Goku and his gang. Godly Goon moment. Next, the time, this is legendary. The time he resisted Babidi. So Babidi was like a sorcerer, had magic and shit, telepathy, all that. He was trying to control Vegeta. Big L. You see, Vegeta, Hairball, while literally being told what to do, is sitting there like, yo,
this dude thinks I'm a bitch.
And the idea of someone controlling him, literally controlling his ego, his conscience, all that, was too much. Vegeta was like, no, bitch, you are not doing me like that. And literally says, you can control what you want, but you will never control Saiyan pride, pussy. And just resists it. Like, outright just says, no, bitch, even though he was being controlled. He was being mind controlled and still had his pride overwhelming his mind, which is wild. Next, the time he bodies Gohan for being a jobber in the clutch in front of Goku. See, one thing I respect about Vegeta is he will G-check Goku even if it's gonna get him beat up, right? Like, he's gonna let Goku know he's being a bitch. Especially Gohan, too. Because Vegeta has witnessed, I need y'all to understand where he's coming from. Vegeta has witnessed the potential of Gohan. He's like, this guy could actually be productive on the team. So when Gohan fumbles the bag, Vegeta's pissed. He's like, bro, you should be a monster. You should be elite. And he's telling, like, Gohan, he was basically like, yo, you got your boy Piccolo shot up. Now he's a fucking statue. You got all your other homies done in because you suck. You're soft. You suck. Your daddy raised a bitch. All this. He's saying all this. I'm like, oh my God. Like, Goku, do something. That's your son. And Goku only steps in, basically, when when Vegeta, like, threatens to blow up the shit and it'll ruin the fun. Because at that point, like, Vegeta was wilding, right? And this kind of goes into the next point in which there was a stick-up involved in this situation. So it's not even with Gohan at this point. At this point, Vegeta's just pissed, right? He's tired of people jobbing. He's tired of people not doing what they're supposed to do. He's like, all y'all are bitch made. I'm blowing up the ship. I don't care if this dude named Boo appears. I'm fading everybody. Fuck it. And Goku and the Kai were like, relax, like, chill. The Kai is like, bro, you can't do that. That's the most evil person in the universe. Bro, Vegeta puts his little hand up like a gun and is like, I'll dead ass cap you. And Kai looks at him, and this was actually like a pretty real moment because it showed Vegeta was still about that life. Like, he still hadn't really let go of that crazy part of him. He was like, what kind of person are you? Like, you're really gonna stick me up? I'm on your team. Yeah, Vegeta will, because you're cramping his style. So yeah, him holding the Kai at gunpoint was definitely a Goon moment. Next, the time that he slapped Goku. So shout out to No Luck. He made sure I put this on the list. Basically, Vegeta and Goku were boxing. We do find out later that Goku was like holding back and trying his best not to like run up on Vegeta horribly. Goddamn plot. But at one point, Vegeta does get the drop on him, right? And he has him like chained up by his neck. And Vegeta is like, yo, this shit wasn't that easy, was it? And Goku's trying his best not to flip out. Vegeta walks up to him. He was like, what, clown? Pop, pop. Slaps his bitch ass. Just slaps Goku twice. And I was like, man, you already know plot's not in your favor, but you're still one of the most disrespectful characters. Mad respect for, you know, just wilding out, even when it can lead to getting your ass beat. Shout out to Vegeta for slapping Goku twice like a bitch. And finally, final moment for this part 1 of Vegeta. Like I said, hit 1,000 likes and I'll drop a part 2. But this was the time he became Saiyan just because he was pissed off and he was tired of not getting the shine. It was a hype moment for me personally, watching as a kid, seeing him transform, because it felt wrong seeing Goku get the shine first, right? Because that's going Super Saiyan is 100% a Saiyan thing. That's 100% tied to the culture, their being, all this, right? No one reps Saiyan harder than Vegeta. He loves that shit. He bleeds for the Saiyan gang, right? It felt so good to see him just freak out so bad at one point. He just overcame not being able to produce the form, and his rage let him become Saiyan right there. His Saiyan come up was real, and it was a Goon moment because he'd been getting denied for so long. He'd been used to put over Goku, and it was dope to see him finally get his respect and get new power-ups to run up on OPPS. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know, what's your favorite Vegeta moment? What's a moment you want to see in part 2 if we get it? Let me know. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're new. I drop content every day, and I use my community tab frequently, so make sure to keep up with all my stuff, and you can join the Discord server as well if you would like. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, make sure to check out the video description. There's links in there like Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, and of course, YouTube membership. Yeah, and as you can tell by the channel name, we are now Jobbers and Goons. You can still call me YFE, Splash, whatever you want to call me. Regardless, I'm bringing you guys bangers. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.